My name is Evan Davis. I'm a junior at Roberts Wesleyan University, and this is my 180 story. So, whenever I've had the opportunity to give a testimony, I've been like, nah, I can't do that. I don't have a cool, interesting story to tell. And I bet a lot of you have thought something similar before, like, oh, this person has this profound, dramatic conversion story, but for me, it's like, I grew up going to church, and I didn't stop, and here I am. That's my story. That was also my initial reaction this time. This time, however, God showed me a different way to frame my story. I grew up going to a Free Methodist church from birth. I had good Christian parents, positive experience in church, a positive experience in youth group, strong faith, knowledge, and wisdom. My mom worked here at this college. My parents both went here, so I got to come here for cheap. No earth-shaking tragedies or obstacles. No crisis of faith, nice and convenient. That's my story. So what's the deal? Growing up, my dad was around, but he wasn't really there, if that makes any sense. And I came to harbor some frustration that he didn't really teach me whatever it is fathers are supposed to teach their sons. You know, stuff about life, about being a husband, being a father, just overall how to be a man. And a man of God at that. And yet I realized one day, not that long ago, that I wasn't really lacking for any of that. I think, in my humble opinion, that I have a pretty good idea of what it looks like to be a man of God. My practical grasp on that image, however, is another matter entirely. But where did that image of the man of God come from, anyway? Where did all this faith in my heart come from? Who put all this knowledge and wisdom in my head? I know exactly who the God of the universe is and what he's like, and that my God is real, but how? Where did I find it? Who told me? Where did my faith come from? It wasn't me. My dad didn't sit me down and tell me. It wasn't a sermon I heard or a service I attended. It wasn't a book I read or a Bible verse I memorized. It wasn't a camp event that changed my life. I can't remember any particular service, camp, or book. There was no aha moment for me when God showed up and changed everything. Instead, maybe he showed up quietly in my Sunday school class when I was 5 years old. Maybe he was writing on my heart when I was memorizing Bible verses when I was 9. Maybe he held my hand the first time I poured out my heart to him when I was 12. Maybe he was right beside me when I struggled with pornography for 5.5 years in junior and senior high. Maybe he was wiping away my tears of loneliness and heartache in my last 2 years of high school. Maybe he slowly answered my prayers for friendship and happiness when I came to college. Maybe all this time, God was showing up for me. It's okay if your faith doesn't have a birthday. God shows up just as much for the faithful child as he does for the prodigal. I know because I've been a bit of both. Thank you.